All right, hey guys, welcome back to another solo Sunday. Today we're going to be doing a playthrough of Raiders of Scythia. This is a game by Garphill Games. It is a re-implementation of Raiders of the North Sea, except I think with the expansions that game's got a lot more stuff. But the base game of this has more than the base game of that. Anyway, we'll kind of get into it as we're going. We're going to go into the Atoma, the lookout here. I think that's the, yeah. And so it's the kind of medium difficulty, kind of the basic. They start with 2 provisions. I have this worker here. I'll tell you what I'm using that for because they don't technically use a worker. But first, we're going to draft our heroes. So we're going to take 2 of these cards here and 2 of these cards here and do a pair of them. And we're going to take one of these 2 pairs. So we have what's his name? Danube. Gain 2 provisions and remove a wound when we do the town center action. And then we'll get the scout. Or we have Syrakos, which is gain 2 livestock or lose 1 to gain another plunder. That might be interesting. And then we have the herdsman. I think I'm going to go with Danube. So we're going to actually remove this from the game. So we're going to place our starting hero there, and then we're going to get this card. This will form the discard pile. And we've got the scout. The scout's going to give us 2 power. When we do the barracks action, we can pay 1 less to raid in Persia. So we'll kind of get into all that stuff as we go. We start the game with 3 coins, 1 provision, and 1 our blue worker. We're going to also draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to keep 3 of them. So I'm going to discard the jeweler, and I think I want to discard. Let's discard the watchman. All right, no, I want that one. We'll discard the watchman. So I'm going to set my hand over here just so we can kind of see what's going on here. So the name of the game is to get points. To get points, we're going to do it by raiding. Raiding will come to these places, roll some dice, get some points, change our workers out, get some plunder. The plunder can be used to do quests. The quests will earn us points. Here are some quests here. These ones will flip over after we're done raiding there. And at the end of the game, we'll get points for leftover quests. Leftover plunder for what quest we've completed. We do get points for the horses and eagles for that. So that's kind of just the basic gist. The cool thing about this game is that it's a worker placement game. We're going to place a worker in a spot, do the action from that spot, and then pull a worker away and do the action when we pull away. We cannot use the spot that we placed the worker at. So I couldn't place this at the farm, get 2 provisions, and pull back and get 2 provisions. It has to be a different location. There are certain locations that require certain color workers, so we all start with blue ones. Well, I start with a blue one. I can go to this space and get 3 coins. I can go to this space, get 2 provisions. We can go to this space to either discard a card for 2 coins or discard 2 cards for a brown or gray, which I don't remember which one's which. Brown is wagon and gray is equipment. We can go to the town center and do the town center action, which is this. Or if we have cards in our hand, we can discard them to play the card and do that effect. We go to the barracks to play our cards here, like to hire our crew. Or we spend one of these cumis to remove wounds, which I don't have any cumis yet. We will go to the meeting tent to draw 2 cards or draw 1 card and gain 2 cumis. And then this space requires a gray or red worker. This requires a gray or red worker. If we use a gray or red here, we get 2 coins instead of 3. And we use a red worker here, we get 3 provisions or a wagon. And then the certain spots down here require certain workers. So we'll kind of get into all that once you get started. The AI has it's a very elegant and simple kind of system that they use, and we'll get into that. I use a red worker, a leftover red worker, to block off because they're going to block a space every turn. So I'm going to use that to remember I cannot go to that space. So anyway, let's kind of get started here. So I've got 3 coins here. I've got a provision, we need a raid ultimately, and when we raid, we'll get better workers. So we need a raid. To raid, we need provisions. Let's go get some provisions. So we're going to go to the farm, and we're going to get 2 provisions. And then I'm going to... And there is a limit. We can only have 8 of anything. So we can only have 8 cards in our hand, 8 provisions, 8 kumis, and 8 coins. So we can't just go ham on that stuff. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and do the meeting tent. We're going to pull our worker back here. I am going to use it to get 2 kumis and draw a card. So add that into our list right there. And when we raid, we'll only use a certain amount of dice, but we'll go over that in a bit. So we're going to start off with the lookout. They're going to do their first card here. And basically this flowchart works down is that they will attempt to do the quest here. Oh, they'll see if this is available. It is available. It's right there. If it isn't, then they'll do a quest. But if it is, they'll spend 2 provisions if they have them. And if they don't have them, they'll gain 2. And they do have them, so they'll spend the 2 provisions. And then they'll go down here. And they have to have 2 power. So I guess they don't have the power, so I kind of jumped the gun there. They need 2 power. And if they don't have power, they'll get the third. They'll get the horse in that spot there. So they'll gain this horse. And that'll give them an extra power for next time. And then that'll end their turn. They'll block off the stables. So if they did have the power, they would remove the plunder from there, flip the quest over, and gain 5 points. So it's a really, really, really straightforward AI. So now they've got 2 power for the next time. We don't care about the eagle. We only care about the horse value. So they've got 1 here for this and a 1 here for that. All right. So now while we're at it, we have 2 power. Let's go ahead and let's hire a worker. So we're going to play this here. I'm going to spend my 3 coins to get to play the Conqueror. So we'll play the Conqueror on the board. When we use the... when we hire it, so when we go and raid, we'll gain 2 victory points when we raid Assyria. So anytime we raid here, we'll gain 2 points as long as we have them. And then we're going to pull a worker back. So let's go ahead and we'll pull them back to get 2 coins. I'm sorry, not that one. I don't want to discard a card. Dang, I don't know. We played the barracks. I guess we'll pull back and get some provisions. Okay. Now the AI's next turn. Again, they're going to check if Samaria is available. It is. That spot here is. Do they have 2 provision? 1 provision? They do. Do they have 2 power? They do. So they're going to spend their 1 provision. They're going to discard this horse. I'll put the discard pile up there. And remove the plunder from that spot. Flip this quest over and remove this worker. And they're going to gain 4 points. So they're the orange marker here, and I'm the blue one. So we're going to move them up. And now it's our turn. So they spend the attack that they have. All right, so we're going to go raiding now. We have 5 total power. So when we raid, we're going to pick one of these spots that we want to go to. We only have a blue worker, so we can only raid here, here, and here. If I raid here, I'll gain 2 wounds for having 2 power, less than 10 power. So I have to have at least 2 power to successfully raid there. I'll gain 2 wounds. And I have 3 cards, so I can't go there. I only have 2, so I can't go there. So I can go to either one of these spots. This spot's going to cost 3 provisions, but I can gain a point for having 5 power or 4 power. Or I can go here. It's going to cost 2 provisions, and I'll gain a point for at least 6 power. Now, the big thing is if there's gold in one of the spots that you're raiding, you have to roll one of these gold die for each spot with gold in it. So we don't have to only have 1 here. Here, we'd have to roll 2 because there's 2 spots with gold. So I think I want the gold. So we're going to go ahead and go here. And when I do this, this basically permanently will block that spot off. I need to roll at least a 4 in power, and I have 5, so I'm going to get it no matter what. But we're going to roll 1 red die based on that. And then because there's gold here, we're going to roll a gold die. And we're going to roll these spots here would be here if we were playing with 3 or 4 players, but we're only playing with 2. All right. So I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, which is plenty, and I'm going to take 1 wound. So one of my characters is going to get a wound. If they have wounds that exceed the total amount of their power there, then they're dead. We're going to take this plunder here. So we're going to add this to our little pile. We're going to flip that over, and we're going to take this worker. And we're going to gain a point. We're on the board. All right. That's the end of our turn. Let's go ahead and do the AI. Greece has a spot available. Then they're going to spend 4 provisions. They can't, so they're going to take the quest, and they're going to use this arrows to determine which ones. They're going to start from the bottom, and then choose the rightmost one starting from the bottom. So they're going to go up, and then choose the rightmost one. They're going to take this one. So they're going to take this quest. We're going to set that aside and add it to their points at the end of the game. Basically, the way the game trigger ends is that when there are 2 spots left to raid or 2 quests available, the game will end. Then there will be one more turn by the next person, and then the game is over. It's not a round. I think it's just when the game end is triggered, everybody takes a turn. Or there's only one more turn. Maybe that's what it is. The game end is triggered when there's either 2 raid spaces or 2 quests face up or face down left on the main board. Once one of these conditions is met, the current player finishes a turn, and then each player, including the current player, resolves one more turn. So then basically the current player does their turn, and then another round happens. All right, enough of that. So, I can actually use my gray worker, go to the town center, and, well, I'll have to pull back somebody. So let's get some more coins. So we're going to go here. We're going to gain 2 coins from the silversmith. Then we're going to pull back our town center. We're going to gain... Oh, I didn't spend my provisions, did I? I didn't spend my 3 provisions, sorry. Spend my 3 provisions. We're going to gain 2 provisions and remove a wound, because we're using that ability. Because I pulled him from there. Oops, wrong spot. All right, AI's turn. Assyria has a spot. They need to spend 4 provisions. They don't have 4, so they're going to gain 2. Give them there, and it's our turn. This game moves pretty quick. I haven't been picking the spots to block off. So they would have blocked off the stables before, and they would have blocked off the town center before that. So I think I'm okay. So I don't think I messed it up. I got to remember to block the spots. I'll go to the blocked off spots though. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's do some more raiding. So let's go here. Again, we're going to spend our 2 provisions, so I don't want to forget that. We've got 2 heroes here, so we're going to roll a gold die for the gold there and one of these. I just need to roll at least a 1, and we're going to get a point off of that. So I got a 3 and a wound. So again, we have 8. This decreases the value here too, so next time I raid, instead of 5, it's 4. We're going to gain that. We're going to flip that over, and we're going to gain this. And we're going to gain a point. We're going to end our turn. Samaria has a spot. If the spot that they're choosing is not available, they just wrap around till there's a spot. They have a spot. They're going to spend their 2, and they have 1 power. They do, so they're going to do that. They're going to raid this spot. Going to get rid of that. Flip that over. That is gone, and they're going to gain 4 points, putting them to 8. 8 to my 2. All right. So next, maybe we can... Oh, and we have to move them to the meeting tent. There we go. So, can we fulfill a quest? Do we want to fulfill a quest? I don't have enough stuff here. Let's get some more cards out. So for us to do that, I'm going to again go to the town center. We're going to remove the wound and gain 2 provisions. This will set us up good. I will come and pull this to gain 2 coins. And that should set us up next turn to play a card. All right, Persia has a spot. They need 4 provisions. They only have 1, so they're going to gain 2. And it will be our turn. And they're going to block off the farm, which is right here. Okay, so we're going to play... We're going to go... What do we want to do? I can also use Kumis to increase my power. when I'm in a spot. So that'll also increase, that'll help us raid some of the other spots too. So let's actually do that. We'll go here to the meeting tent. We'll get to draw a card. And we'll gain 2 Kumis. And then we're going to do this. We're going to want to raid Assyria, right? These guys will do, these strongmen will do Greece. This will get us 2 points when raiding Assyria. But this will get us some stuff for raiding Persia. This will get us some stuff for raiding Persia. So let's go ahead and drop him out. We'll pay our 3 coin. We've got the Destroyer. Gain 1 victory point when raiding Persia. So we've got that. AI's turn. They're going to try to raid in Greece. They're going to need 5 provisions. They don't have 5, so they're going to gain 2 more. All right. Our turn. Oh, what are they blocking? They're blocking the Silversmith. So we're actually going to go to Assyria. And I've got 3, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I might want to get somebody else out before we do that, though. So that actually may not be the best move. We will roll a white and a red die, so we could get some more power, plus the Kumis. This can use blue, so we're going to probably go there. I think... Yeah, let's do it. We'll go here. When raiding in Assyria, we're going to gain 2 points. So we're going to spend our 4 provisions. We have to have at least 3 cards here. We have 3, so we're going to spend our 4 provisions. And we have 2, 5, 8. And I'm going to roll. 9, 10. And I'm just going to leave it at 10. And we're going to gain 5 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to gain 2 points plus the 2 points for the ability there. We're going to take this stuff here. I'm going to take this worker. And then we're going to go ahead and distribute these in a way that doesn't end up killing my people. There we go. So they all have 1 more before they die. So we're going to have to do some healing there. All right, so Persia's available. They have 3 provisions, but they need 4 power and they don't have 4, so they're going to take the horse here, which is going to give them 2 for next time. We'll replenish that. Our turn. Oh, they're blocking off the meeting tent. Let's go here. We'll spend a Kumis to remove 2 wounds. And then let's go to the town center to remove a Kumis and gain 2 provisions. Remove a Kumis, remove a wound. All right. Greece, 4. They need 4 here, so they're going to take another horse. Oh, all right. And they're blocking the farm, which is here. All right, so maybe let's do some quests here because we do have a decent number of stuff here. So let's go ahead and go to the chief's tent. We're going to do a quest. I'm going to spend my wagon, 2 of my equipment, and 1 of my livestock to take this quest. This is going to give us 7 points at the end of the game. So I'm going to set that over there. Or I don't know if it gives us at the end of the game or we score it now. Yeah, it looks like we score at the end of the game. So we're going to score that at the end of the game. So we're going to set that. We'll just set that there. And then we're going to pull somebody back. Let's pull this, but we'll pull the blue worker back, and I'm going to discard one of these strongmen, and we're going to gain 2 coins. All right. They're going to likely raid, so they're going to go for Greece. They have 5, but they need 6, so they're going to take the middle horse, which now they do have 6. All right, I need to get some horses too, because otherwise they give us a lot of power, so we're going to be in a bad spot. The chief's tent blocked off. So, let's see. I could raid down there, but I've got some damage. So let's go here. We'll get some coins with 3 coins. This should set us up pretty good for next round. And then we're going to pull back here. And I'm actually going to hire 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hire the warlord. No, No. Let's hire the we'll hire the strongman. So when we're raiding in Greece, we'll take 2 less wounds. All right. Now they're gonna definitely raid. Assyria is available. They're gonna go for this spot. They're gonna spend their 3 kumis, not the 3 kumis, 3 provisions. I keep getting mixed up. Sorry about that. They need to spend 3. They have 1 by default, so they'll just discard 1 of these for the 2, and they will remove. It was this. Yeah, it was this spot. So we're gonna remove that and gain 7 points. So they're at 15. All right. They're still kind of set up to do some stuff, because they have a lot of power. But oh, and they're gonna block off the barracks, which is there. Okay. So we may want to raid. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 available to us. I think I am going to go for... Oh, but I don't have any equipment. The gold's just going to be points for us at the end of the game. The equipment, I need to get one of the horses. So, I guess we'll do this. I will raid here. I don't have enough. Oh, dang, I don't have enough provisions, so I goofed that up. Let's go here. We'll remove a wound. Gain 2 provisions. And then I will go here and draw 2 cards. All right. AI's turn. They're going to raid in Persia. They need 3 provisions. They only have 2, so they're going to gain 2 more provisions. They're going to block off the barracks, which is already blocked off. Our turn. We are going to... I need some equipment here. I think... Let's go ahead and go to the stables. We're going to spend 2 coin, and we're going to get an eagle here. And... we're going to put the eagle here. And what this is going to do is that now this play ability, if we go to the town center, we're going to activate that ability. So I'm going to pull back the worker from there, and then now I'll get to activate this ability, which is just gaining equipment. So we just get one. All right. Normally we'd have to do the play a card and discard it to get that, but because of the eagle. Assyria, they're going to raid Assyria. They're going to need 3 provisions. They need 2 power, which they'll discard this, discard those, and they will take the first spot in Assyria. So we are kind of losing some spots here, and they're going to gain 6 points. So there we go, 21. And they're going to block off the silversmith. Okay, so I think we're in a good spot to actually go do some raiding. We have 4, 11. We have 11 because this is 5, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 strength here. We can go here, and we're going to need... We're not going to get the most points available because of how that works out. So maybe we actually do this. Let's set ourselves up again. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go to the... Let's go to the town center. I'm going to remove this wound to gain 2 provisions because of this guy. We're going to go pull from the stable, spend the equipment to get a horse. We're going to get this horse. They're going to ride the horse. These effects only are active once if somebody's there. So in this case, the horses will either give you victory points at the end of the game, power, or both. They basically will give you more victory points for less power, or less victory points for more power. So this is 3 power for us, or 3 strength. So we're going to put this under the scout there. I know you can't really see it, but you can kind of see it. Actually, just move this up a bit. I can just put them there if needed. All right, and that's the end of our turn. And then they're going to raid in Persia. They'll be able to raid. They need 4 provisions. They do not have 4, so they're going to start from the top, and the top rightmost, which is this one. So they're going to gain that for the end of the game, and they're going to block off the town center. All right, so let's do some raiding here. I've got 2, 5, 8, 11, 15. Let's go here. And we're going to spend 3 provisions. And we're going to roll a gold die, a white die, and a red die. Again, the gold die is there for the gold at the spot. And we had, what did I say we had? We had 2, 5, 8, 12, 15, 20. Oh, that's awesome. But we're going to gain 3 wounds. And then we also get 2 points. So it's going to get us 4 points. And then we're going to get 2 points for raiding in Assyria. So that's a total of 6 points. Now I know it looks like we're far behind, but this is okay. So then I'm actually going to put all 3 of the wounds on my Conqueror. It's going to kill the Conqueror. Because we can't raid in Assyria anymore, there's no point in having her there. So just killed her. She's dead. All right, let's shuffle this back up. All right, let's go ahead and flip this over here. Persia, they can raid. They need provisions because they don't have enough, so they're going to gain 2. All right, we got to hire some people here. So we're going to start. Oh, they're going to block off the farm. So let's go ahead and let's do the... Ooh, I need some silver. Let's go to the market. I'm going to discard the brewer. Put this out to get 2 silver. And then I'm going to pull him back to get 3 silver. Now, I can only use the blue worker at the top because there's no more raiding spots available for the blue worker. So if I take a blue worker on a turn, I've kind of boxed myself out of raiding for another full turn. Greece, they're going to raid Greece. They need provisions. They don't have enough provisions, so they're going to take their quest. They're going to start from the bottom and pick the rightmost one, which is going to be this one. And then it's our turn. They're going to block off the stables. All right, we're going to play this. We're going to play the barracks. We're going to spend our 4 and get out the warlord. So you may substitute a wagon with 1 kumis when raiding. So some of these will require wagons. All right, and then we're going to pull back. Do we want to see if we can get something? I don't have equipment. Let's pull back this grave worker and we can spend a livestock to get 2 provisions and a kumis. All right. Samaria is unavailable. There's no more raiding spots, so they're going to take from the top and go to the leftmost, which is going to be this one. They're banking up a bunch of points. So we're going to have to... Oh, the stable, that's mine. The stables are already blocked off. Okay. So we have, again, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 15. We have 15 of usable to raid. Now, once there are 2 of these left, or 2 spots left, 2 quest tiles or 2 spots left, it's going to trigger the end game. So we're kind of going there. So we got to start wrapping things up here. I do need some equipment if I want to fulfill some of these quests here, and they'll get us some good points. Like this will get us 7, this will get us 6, and I have everything else almost for those things. So it's just gonna be a matter of trying to get that stuff. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to meeting 10. I'll draw 2 cards. And then we are going to pull back from the market and discard 2 cards. So I'll discard these 2. And we'll get an equipment. All right. AI's turn. Samaria is unavailable, so they're going to take the rightmost horse. They're going to block off the town center. Our turn, we're going to go here to do a quest. I'm going to spend this, and 2 of these to do this quest here for 7 points. Then we're going to pull this back and draw 2 cards. We're going to flip over the next card here. Samaria's unavailable, so they're going to take a quest. The bottom and then the rightmost. I'm going to take that one. And they're going to block off the meeting tent. Alright, so we're going to have to do some stuff now. So let's go ahead. And I have 15 here. So let's go ahead and we're going to raid here. And I am going to spend my 3 of my provisions and my wagon. And actually, I can substitute when I'm doing I can substitute a wagon with a kumis when raiding. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay that, pay those, and we're going to roll 2 red die and the white die. So if I get 20, I'll get 6 points, and I have 15. So that's 24. It's plenty. So we're going to get 6 points, and we're going to take 2 wounds. So I will distribute those wounds momentarily. But in the meantime, we're going to raid. Ooh, so we can take this for the equipment, or for the wagons. We can take this and get the red worker. And the red worker will let us go down here. Actually, but I'm going to take this. And we're going to gain our 6 points. Putting us at 18. And then, is there anything else for raiding Persia? Oh, I pay 1 less provision from raiding Persia. So let me get one of those back. And I gain a victory point for raiding Persia. So, didn't quite calculate that out right. And then we're going to put a wound on here. And put a wound there. Alright, the AI's turn. They're going to raid Greece if available. They're going to spend 5. They can't spend 5 provisions, so they're going to gain 2 provisions. That's going to be the end of their turn. What are they blocking off? The chief's tent. So it's blocked off. So we have 7 spots to raid, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests left. So again, when there's 2 or less of one of those particular things, that's going to trigger the end of the game. I want to get some coins. So what do we want to do? Syria's kind of gone. So let's go ahead and we're going to go here and get 2 coins because we're using a grave worker. We're going to pull back from the town center, and that's going to let us play the Marauder. And the Marauder says draw a card and take another town center action. So we're going to do that. We'll draw a card. And then we'll take another town center action. And the other town center action is going to be remove a wound and gain 2 provisions. And it's going to be end our turn. Assyria is unavailable to raid. So they're going to start from the top and take the rightmost one. They're going to block off the chief's tent, which they already are blocking. All right, our turn. We are going to... Oh, I can't get a quest that way. I don't have any equipment. So we'll go here. We'll gain equipment. And then we are going to go here, pull this back. And we're going to spend our 3 coins and play the Barbarian. The Barbarian's going to let us gain 2 strength when raiding Greece. So we're kind of set up to really raid Greece, because this is pay 1 less, gain 2 less wounds, and then gain 2 strength. So we might want to raid Greece, but we won't be able to because we have a blue worker, so we're going to have to wait. Is Greece raidable? It is. They're going to spend 5 if they have 5, and then they need 5 strength. So they don't have that, so they're going to take that horse. And it's going to be our turn. They're going to block off the silversmith. Okay. So we'll go to the meeting tent. We'll gain 2 kumis and draw a card. And then we are going to... I've got 4 here. Let's pull back and we'll complete a quest. We'll discard... so we're going to complete this quest. We have to discard 4 power from our hands. We're going to discard those. We'll get that quest. And then AI's turn. They're going to raid Persia. They're going to spend their 3, and they need 4. So they're going to spend this one here. Persia, they would take this spot, so they'll move over 1 space to the right. So this is gone. This will flip over. And then they're going to gain 8 points. 29. And they're going to block off the meeting tent. which is there. Okay. So we got to do some rating here. And we have 1, 4, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. So let's go here. We're going to spend our 2 of this and 1 of this. But when we're rating Persia, we spend 1 less provision and we're going to gain a victory point. I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep that. We are going to roll. So we had 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24. Sorry, 24. So it's going to get us 6 points. 7 points because we're going to get the 1 point from that. But we are going to take 4 wounds. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We're keeping it competitive. Greece. It's rateable, but they don't have enough provisions, so they're going to gain 2. And they're going to block the farm. We are going to go to the barracks. I'm going to spend a kumis to remove 2 wounds. Then do the town center and remove a wound and gain 2 provisions. They're going to do Persia. Persia is available. They need to spend 4. They have 4, and they're going to need 3 power, and they have 3 power, so they're going to spend all this. They're going to spend their 2 here because they always keep they spend the least amount needed, and they're going to gain 9 points, putting them at 38, and it's going to take this last one away. So now let me double check again. The game triggers when there's only 2 raid spaces or 2 quests left. So we've got 4 raid spaces and 5 quests. They're going to block the town center. All right. So the provisions and the kumis and coins aren't going to get us any points. So let's start working on knocking some of this other stuff out. I'll go to the chief's tent. We're going to spend 1 of our wagons and our gold to complete this quest here. And then we'll pull back this red worker, pay a kumis to remove 2 wounds. AI's turn. They're going to raid Assyria. They can't, so they're going to take the start from the bottom and take the rightmost quest. And then they're going to block off the barracks. And I think I probably got 1 more raid in me. So shoot, let's just go all out on this one. Let's go to Greece. We've got 3, 7, 10, 13, 15, 18. So when we raid Greece, we can we'll gain 2 less wounds. We're going to gain 2 strength. So we have 20 strength at Greece. We are going to roll every die, and I'm probably going to spend these kumis. And I've got to spend my 3 here and 2 of these. All right, so I had 20, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then we're going to take, we're taking mad wounds here. So 30 here. I'm going to use that to grab this. This is also going to get us 9 points. I'll set this down. We're going to get 9 points from that raid. So back 1, 35. And then we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wounds, but we're actually going to take -2 because of that, so I'll remove that. So 8 wounds. So basically a bunch of my people are about to die. So 8 wounds here. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so she's gone. He's gone. And then I'll spread those out. So they're dead. All right, AI's turn. They're going to raid Persia. it's unavailable. Oh, they can't raid it, so they're going to take this quest tile, and they're going to trigger the end of the game. That means that we're going to play one more full round, and then the game is over. They're going to block the barracks, which is already blocked. So can I complete one of these quests? And the answer is no, because I don't have anything in my hand. So I can't get either of those quests. So is there something I can do to get some points right now? And that answer also may be no, because I don't have any more equipment to trade for stuff. So actually we can do this. I'm going to go here and I'm going to get a wagon, because that's going to net us a point at the end of the game. And then we are going to... I'm going to pull back on here and do my town center ability for him and gain an equipment. That'll get us a point at the end of the game. So that's all we can do. The AI is going to do their last turn, which is going to be raiding Assyria. They can't do it, so they're going to gain a horse. And that's the end of the game. So let's kind of tally up all the points. So the AI is only going to count the... they're only going to count the victory points on the quest and any horses that are remaining. So they're going to get 2 points for this. So 1, 2. And then their quests, they're going to get 5. That's 10. That's 20. 23. Oh, let's do the 20 first. So 20. So it's going to put it at 50, 60. 60, 66. That's 3, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and then another 6 here. It's going to put him at 75 points. We are going to score at the end of the game. We're going to end up scoring... let me make sure I'm not... I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because we're going to score our quests, our horses, our eagles, and then our plunder. Yeah, so... if we had any crew that scored for certain things, but we don't have it, like someone will score for like having enough eagles or whatever. We don't have any of that. So then we're going to do our animals, which we don't have any. We're going to do our quests. So, oh man. We did get some high quests, but we didn't get very many of them. So that's going to be 14, 20, 22. So 1, 2, and then 57. And then we're going to score for our plunder. Livestock, every 2 counts for 1 point. Every wagon and equipment count for 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then every gold counts for 2, so that's 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. So we lost by 4 points, 71 to 75, but the AI won. And yeah, that's the game. Hopefully you guys were able to follow along. This is a really great game. I like it a lot. The AI is very quick. The turns are very fast. I haven't played this more than solo, so it'd be cool to kind of see how this plays at higher player counts. But yeah, that's going to be the game. If you've played this, let me know. If you played Raiders of the North Sea, let me know. I've thought about getting that and getting expansions for it, but I know that the solo deck isn't available. Like, you have to use an app, which is, I'm kind of so-so on. But also, if I get that game, is there a reason to have this game? So it's kind of one of those things where, like, I don't know if I need both. Because they're going to... I don't know if this has anything that game doesn't after getting all the expansions. So if you've played either one of them, played this, Raiders of the North Sea, with the expansions, both of them, how do you compare them? Let me know. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on this solo Sunday. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.